And as the last gentleman said, no farms, no food. And who knows better than Rachael Coffey from the Cecil School of Technology. Welcome, Rachael, to Cecil TV.
Nice to be here.
What are we going to talk about tonight?
So I would like to talk about FFA and how we do ag education in Cecil County.
FFAs, Future Farmers of America.
So that's what it used to stand for, and I think it was 1980, 69, I don't know, somewhere between 60 and 80. They changed it, so it's just FFA because they didn't want it to be limited to you're just putting seeds in the ground. That's not just farming, but it's so diverse. There's so many different things you can do in ag, and I tell my students all the time, whatever it is that you like to do, you can do it in ag. If you like numbers, you can do that in ag. If you like flowers, you can do that in ag. If you like advertising or whatever, you can do it in ag and have a good career. And
we've really noticed this in Cecil County. You were telling me that's 33% of the land use in Cecil County is of an agricultural nature.
Yes.
And I know I get my hay from every now and then from Bob Miller, Chesapeake Gold. They had the cheese, they had the flour stuff.
Oh, and their yogurt is the best. If you haven't had that,
I've had it.
I love their yogurt.
So farmers are doing all kinds of stuff. We have a lot of Amish moving into the territory too, preserving farms, as it were. But kids in school, in the School of Technology, what would encourage them to select a career in agriculture?
So we try to get the students to understand what the programs are at School of Tech, and I think one of the things that attracts them to my program is that we have animals and animal science. A lot of the students want to be veterinarians or veterinarian technicians, and since we are the only school in Cecil County that has animal science, they like to come to School of Tech. And typically the kids that like this want to do hands-on stuff.
Right.
I have some, bookish kids, but most of the kids that we get are kids who want to get up and get out and do stuff and do projects and handle the animals and learn about them. So, that's the attraction for School of Tech. They do have to write papers, they do have to read, they do have to do the regular school stuff, but mixing that with hands-on stuff is really attractive to students.
Word is that you've motivated a lot of students because you've been nominated for the Golden Owl Award in Cecil County. What is that?
So it's a new award that National FFA is promoting. It has been in a few states in the Midwest, and it's for ag teachers that go above and beyond, or whose students and colleagues think they go above and beyond.
Right.
So my neighbor teacher, Brittany Rigdon, who's the Cecil County Public Schools Teacher of the Year, first time for CTE teacher, career and tech ed teacher being the Teacher of the Year. She nominated me and got lots of recommendations from students, current students, past students,
Excellent.
Colleagues. Al Miller, one of our county councilmen, and that she submitted the application. I didn't even know about it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And best of luck. It's not over yet, right?
No. So it's really just Mrs. Rigdon and myself that are the ag teachers in Cecil County, because in Cecil County that's the only place we have FFA, because FFA has to be associated with a school. It's the curriculum and the processes go hand in hand with a school. So it wasn't too hard to win because the other teacher nominated me, the only two teachers, but it was very rewarding to know that my colleagues feel that way, and my students.
And we just talked with a couple of your colleagues
Yes.
here on the show. Gentlemen talking about Cecil Ag Education Days. Are you involved in that?
I am, and my students volunteer there, and it's a great way for them to share their knowledge as well as help other students. It's the 7th graders that come through the Ag Education Days, and they love to look up to high schoolers. And so our high schoolers, move them from station to station. Some of my students actually help the educators, the people with the animals or the people doing food service demonstrations and things like that. So they get hands-on in another way, and it's awesome. I love it because it's ag in a nutshell. So last year I think we had 1,200 students come through, and they could see, if you like dirt, You know, you could do soil, and if you like machines, or if you like animals, or if you like water, or if you know, it's approachable, it's doable, and all of that is ag, to really get them to see that all of our resources are really involved in ag.
My wife's a soil scientist. Isn't it Dirte? Oh, soil.
Dirt is under your fingernails, soil's under your
How'd
feet.
you know? Anyway,
Mine.
I was just out in the garden before I came up here. I had to cover
Mm-hmm.
my lettuce transplants up because it's going down to 35, and a lot of times when it says 35, it really goes down to 32.
Microclimates.
Yep. So I covered that up and checked things out, and
Yep.
I enjoy gardening, as do you. Right?
Absolutely. Yep. I've got stuff in I have a little greenhouse, just maybe twice the size of your desk at home, and full of sprouts. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. But I heard you say that you have your peas in already, so you're ahead of me. But that was my mom's St. Patrick's Day, of your peas and your beans.
What I'm going to do, what I wanted to do, was take a piece of like tar paper and put it over the row, so it would heat the soil up.
Yep.
But I've never got around to it, so I'm hoping it warms up. Anyway, Rachel, what did we miss? Anything? We could talk forever, I think, about this stuff.
You know, I just think that I wish that there was more ag education in Cecil County Public Schools, because we only have FFA for junior and senior years. At the School of Tech, we get students for their junior and senior year every other day for 4 hours a day, which is a phenomenal way to, excuse me, make relationships with them. And if we had FFA in middle school, we would have kids who get that ag connection sooner. And that's up to the CCPS to put it into our curriculum. And they infuse it in certain ways, which is great, but we really need it to be more prevalent and more aware, because most of our county is agricultural. And while I get about 25% of my students are farm kids, which I love because I learn from them all the time. And then they meet kids who don't know anything about farming or any kind of ag stuff, and they get to share that with them, and that makes them feel like they know something, and it's awesome.
Well, I know Day and Paul, who were on the show earlier, were talking about the schools and the watersheds, and that kind of brings the local to each school. Wouldn't it be great if each school could have like a little school garden and grow stuff, and maybe
absolutely
have it for lunch or whatever, you know?
Yep. One of my students is my seniors do a capstone project, and they're looking at food waste and how to get food. Her bigger idea is to get food from local farms into our schools. And there is some movement, and I know that our food and nutrition department is looking for that, but it's slow but steady movement. So
I like what you said about learning from the students. We're never too old to learn something.
Absolutely not.
And the kids are never too young to start.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Rachel.
Awesome.
Good luck
Thank
in
you.
your Golden Owl Award, and good luck on the Ag Education Days. And
Awesome.
I'll be up to the School of Technology. Thank you.
Please do. Thank you very much.